say 4 platforms. It's hard to synchronize this. Okay. Let's see if it works. Yes, thanks. It's showing up on Brax. So anybody in YouTube? Well, we don't know. Of course, I can't tell. I can't tell if you're on YouTube or not because I'm not watching YouTube here. So I'm going to monitor on Brax. I'm going to monitor Brax comments and I'm going to monitor Brax. Brax me and YouTube. And Periscope. So if you're running it on Brax, you are watching YouTube. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I set Brax to be YouTube. So if you're running it on Brax, you're watching YouTube. Okay? So let me just verify this here. This is kind of an experiment. It's kind of an experiment here. If it's running, oh yeah, it's running on YouTube. Oh yeah. Zuck! Richard, it is running on Zucking YouTube. It's running on Brax. It must be running on Twitch. I don't know if it's running on Twitch. I presume it's you're not running the right one, Starlight. Go to the one. Yes, I know volume is low. Go to the one that says live. You're not watching the live one. The live one on YouTube is the one that you see on Brax. That's YouTube. If you're watching on Brax, you're watching YouTube. If Brax is fine, then we're good. Okay, because on Brax you can choose if you're going to watch YouTube or Twitch. So I fed it from YouTube. Hello, Drought. Hello. So, yeah, so I'll monitor it in a moment when I finish playing piano here. This is kind of, it's kind of confusing here. It's confusing. I got so many things to coordinate here for the first time. And then I got problems with, some of this green screen stuff is not, the green screen is not working. Oh, you bass. The green screen is not working as I expect here. There's some problems, and it's like I'm running out of time. So we'll just go with this, and this will be an experiment, and I'll try to improve it over the next few broadcasts. In the meantime, let me see if I can play one Christmas song, and then we'll see what happens. Again, this is an experiment, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm watching the comments only on Brax Me and on Periscope. I turn off the comments on YouTube because I can't keep an eye on it. Okay? Let's play this Christmas song written by a Jewish guy named Irving Berlin. This is, sorry, this is kind of sorry, let me turn off the background there. This is kind of a test here, and there's some issues that I was kind of running out of time, rushing to prove this to see if I can get it to work. And the problem with trying to rush it is, I can't fix all the bugs that are coming up. And for example, I was just, in order to set it up on Periscope, you have to put the title on, in which case you have to run the stream. If you run the stream, then people on YouTube can see me as I'm setting up. So it's like, well, that doesn't work. So it's pretty weird. So anyway, that means I gotta have I'm gonna have to have a not broadcasting kind of, like the old test screen. I'm gonna have to put that on if I'm not live yet. What is Twitch? Twitch is another streaming platform. Twitch is the second most popular platform for streaming after YouTube. So in terms of the most popular platform for streaming, for video, is YouTube. A second, video, not streaming. For video, the number one is YouTube. For the next one, which is mostly for streaming, is Twitch. So mostly Twitch is used by gamers. Used to be Justin TV, and anyway, I'm broadcasting in Twitch. I may cut Twitch out. I'm not really looking for followers. No Topaz C. You forget about that. You look at Bytes VPN. Forget about zucking NordVPN. That will zuck you. Okay, Bytes VPN. So, okay. Anyway, back to what I'm talking about here. So the primary platforms I'm concerned about is Brax, YouTube, and Periscope. So I might I don't have to play Twitch. I could turn Twitch off. I could turn Twitch off, and then just concentrate on YouTube and Brax, and then Periscope. So anyway, I'm gonna block you if you type that, Topasi. Do not type 3-letter agencies in here, please. Don't type 3-letter agencies in here. You can say NZA, National Zucking Agency. Why don't you ask them if I work for them? Prophetic Rich, I'm getting multiple locations now. Rob is posting on Brax now. I'm not posting on Brax. Okay, so I'm looking at Brax comments. I can see Brax comments here, so I can respond on Brax. There you go, Topasi. That's good. Thank you for following the rules here. Okay, then just a little housekeeping here, since it's very confusing, guys. So I'm broadcasting on Twitch, I'm broadcasting on BraxMe, I'm broadcasting in YouTube, and I'm broadcasting on Periscope, all using Brax. Okay, I'm using a live stream. Yes, I can see it, Maui. Yes, I can see your comments. Your comments are not being tracked by EggDrop. Your comments are not being tracked by all of these bot companies. Your comments cannot be seen if you're talking on, if you're commenting on BraxMe. Your comments are now secret. I don't even have to say who's commenting. So yes, I can see all of your comments. I can see hello Kate on Brax. I can see everyone on Brax. So this is efficient here. If you're on YouTube, sorry, I am not watching YouTube comments. I've turned off YouTube comments. You can't comment on YouTube. So anyway, so I'm now the reason I did this partially the reason I did this is to protect you. Some of you need some to feel like your messages are not being. I disabled chat on YouTube so Kelp can't go in there. I yes, I can't go track too many comments. You like the Brax cast? Zuck, what's happening, Maui? Maui's mad now. Are you cold without a coat in that snowstorm? Yes, I. It's funny. The comments on Brax are going much faster than Periscope. There are more comments. The comments are flowing faster on Brax. I'm not chatting on Periscope tonight. The comments on Brax are flow. It's kind of like Periscope. It's going faster. You can't find me on YouTube. Well, you have to search for the account called Brax Me. Don't search for Rob Braxman. I'm Brax Me on Periscope. I'm on YouTube. I'm also Brax Me on Twitch. Hey Daisy. Okay, so look, I'm having many more people. My goodness, how many people are on Brax? Jeez, I'm actually surprised here. There's quite a yes you can. Don't forget about YouTube link. My channel on YouTube is youtube.com/c/braxme. Yes, you can say Zuck. I mean, you're afraid to say it on Periscope? Hey, Brickheart USA, does Brax have an app for Apple devices? Of course it has an app for Apple devices. I am on an Apple device. What do you think this is? There's Brax on an Apple device with their comments on there. I'm still, yes, so people are commenting on there very quickly on Brax. You prefer Zuck, but okay, so this is neat. So it's funny because now the comments on Periscope went down, and then the comments on Brax are like overflowing now. So this is a whole change in approach here. There's some things I will get the app. Yeah. So if you want to go see the action on Brax, do you know some? I met Topasi. You didn't watch my scope last couple of days, but I was at a restaurant last Friday. Have no idea, Kelp. I'm sure there's several on YouTube. I was having dinner, and this lady next to me said, started talking to us, and I said, where are you from? And she said, well, I'm visiting from Maryland. And immediately my mind's like, Maryland? Okay. And then she said, what do you do? I said, I'm a broadcaster. I said, I'm a broadcaster, yes. And what's your name? My name is Katrina. Yes, her name is Katrina. Like the storm. And people are like posting pictures on Brax. This feels so exclusive. And then finally, when I said, what do you broadcast about? I said, cybersecurity. And you're from there, Kelp. You must have sent her over. And then she said, well, guess what? Guess where I used to work? And she apparently worked for the NSA. So we had a nice little chat about the NSA. Yes, she worked for the NSA. So yes, that's one I know directly that's from the NSA. There are many people on Brax that NSA. There are many people on Brax who claim to be in three-letter agencies, but keeping themselves, very, very friendly to me, and not revealing their identity in reality, which is kind of nice. So NCA, CIS, same. Well, as I said to people to people here in Periscope and to this lady, I said, guess what? I make this device called a Tor router. This is a device called a Tor router. So I make this Tor router device, okay? And for whatever reason, I sell a lot of this in Maryland and Virginia. And I asked her, could you explain why? Can you explain why I'm selling my Tor routers mostly in Virginia and Maryland? And she was laughing at me. And then we were talking about how how they're reading your emails and reading all these comments in here, because this goes to the AT&T peering stations, which are then sucked in and sent to the Utah data center. And she said, "Of course." you bought your you bought I bought your router Indigo, then it's not my router. So he said, "Of course." So there you go. So confirmation of what I talk about. These NSA said, of course we do that. So this is very good, since I can't even get to Periscope anymore. Yes, anyone buying those to subvert the agency isn't doing themselves a favor. Of course, that's doing themselves a favor, Kelp. You're quite wrong there. Good evening, I'm in it. So if you're wondering what all the comments are, they're all on Brax. The majority of the comments are on Brax. You're in the EU. Yes, the comments are mostly on Brax. It's like overflowing on Brax, and the comments on Periscope are like so few. And it's like amazing. All the traffic is on Brax. It's like this is awesome. And I'm using YouTube here. Hello, Marilyn Monroe. I thought you were dead. Yes, so somebody could tell me how many people are watching YouTube then. I don't know how many are watching YouTube, but I would imagine it's more than a couple of people. So I would imagine more than a couple of people. But I only have 150 followers on YouTube. If you would please follow me on YouTube under the name Brax Me. I'm on YouTube with the name Brax Me. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, it'll be under the name Brax Me. Brax is black and white. Why is Brax in black and white? Brax Me in the App Store. Free to sign up and join the live broadcast rooms to watch. There you go. So anyway, the broadcast in Brax, yes. So anyway, this is not a repeat of yesterday's scope. Yes, yesterday the topic was in fact about Alexa and how Alexa is always listening. A 20-second delay from Periscope to PC. Brax Me. Yes, YouTube has a YouTube. I did not set YouTube to be fast. I put it on. I can set YouTube to go faster so they're in sync, but I forgot to do that. Okay, so yes, there's a slight delay on YouTube, which is also on Brax, and that's on purpose because I did not select the option. I did not test it yet to select the option to minimize latency. I did not do that. Chica, where did I put it? It's somewhere else. It's somewhere else, Chica. My scarf is someplace else. Anyway, this is not a repeat topic. What we're going to talk about today is to explain what I explained yesterday in much more detail, and I'm actually going to show you documents from Amazon regarding Alexa. And we are going to examine some of the effects of buying the different kinds of Alexa devices. So for sure, for hello Paul, even Paul went to Brax. Wow. Wow, I mean it's hopping on Brax here. Do you unplug your mic when it's not in use? Yeah, you put the volume to 0. That's like unplugging it. Put the volume to 0. And you put tape on your camera, obviously. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Alexa. We're talking specifically about Alexa. So how does the Alexa AI work? That's what we're going to talk about in detail today. Do you talk sometime about iPhone? I talk about all of these details. Topasi, is that Topasi or Topasi? Yeah, that's Topasi. I need glasses. They're so tiny. Okay, so anyone actually buy one of these Alexa police aids? Zuck. Kelp. Kelp is just, Kelp wants you to be sheep. So Kelp's not going to go on Brax. So Kelp will be hammering me here on Periscope by himself, where 90% of you are talking to me on Brax. Okay, 90%, I mean it's flowing, comments are flowing, prologue language, no. The comments are flowing very, very fast in Brax. And I'm in it. Hey, I'm in it. It's also in Brax. Wow. Okay, so we kind of have a different flow here. I got to get used to this. Slow on Brax. It's flowing really fast for me. Flowing really fast, and people are even posting pictures because you can post pictures and comments. Merry Christmas, Maui. This is where I found you. Well, them squash didn't hurt. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is get you a bit of detail about what I explained yesterday. And this is the premise that I want you to understand. This is the premise I want to understand. And we'll put the squash in here because we're not getting the traffic yet. We're going to put the squash in there so we get the attention. Okay. we will put the squash in here. This is hard to coordinate because there's so many things going on at once here. So many things to coordinate. Many things happening all at once. Okay, and the comments are going so fast on Brax. So yes, here come the squash people. Squash people, welcome. Squash people, welcome. So Brax is like hopping here. It's like 10 million comments from Brax. I'm on Periscope in the kitchen and Brax in the living room. I'm not complete till there are. Now I will shut up. Okay, so I'm for those of you who just came in, this is a simulcast on Twitch, on Brax.me, on YouTube, and on Periscope, and I guess you could say also on Twitter. So this is a there's a lot of people here on YouTube and Brax. So I don't know how many people are. Somebody can give me a number how many people are on YouTube? Because I can't check right now. Hello, Mitchells. How many people on YouTube? Somebody will just give me an update on how many people on YouTube. But there's probably quite a few viewers here on YouTube. So yes, I'm trying to how are you, Mitchells? I'm trying to expand the reach here. So we are simulcast on Twitch, Brax.me, Periscope, YouTube, Twitter. What did I miss? I am. So we are 86 on Scope. How many on Twitter? I mean on YouTube. So at least 20 some on YouTube then. Oh, somebody's wearing a Zuckbook t-shirt. Somebody's wearing a Zuckbook t-shirt. So anyway, you are good. Okay, so what I will now explain to you today is a bit more detail about what I said about Alexa always listening. Because some of you were challenging me and you didn't really believe that Alexa is always listening because you actually feel like Alexa only listens when you say Alexa. No, that's not true. It can't be 4 to 5 on YouTube because you're all on Brax and all of Brax is on YouTube. So that cannot be, TR Fun Guy. That cannot be. So unless you're not watching on Brax, you're just looking at the comments. Okay? This is how to cast a wide net to get new followers. I don't know. This is just a test. So what I'm going to tell you and prove to you today, is that Alexa is always listening. Always. Not listening only with a wake up word. It is always listening. And I'm going to show you some documents from Alexa voice services. So let me explain a little bit about how this works. Alexa is part of what is known as Alexa voice services. Alexa voice services is a subset of Amazon Web Services, Amazon AWS, which runs many applications on the cloud. Even Facebook used to be in AWS. Many of the apps you see today, Instagram, etc., all started off on Amazon AWS. Brax.me runs on Amazon AWS. So Amazon AWS also supports various kinds of APIs or application programming interfaces, and one of them that I haven't talked about but will someday is the facial recognition. So they have facial recognition programs that you can use, put into your app. Then you can scan people, and then you can find out who they are. That's part of Amazon Web Services. They actually rent that. You can actually use that capability in law enforcement. In fact, they made it for that primarily. So that if you wanted to integrate, facial recognition in your app, they have that. They already have that built. Okay, David Reed. Hello, David Reed. Welcome. Okay. Yes, Spirit Gamer, thank you for welcoming my test. Okay, so I understand there's a little bit of a delay seeing my because I didn't set YouTube with the proper latency setting. So next week I'll because my scope I don't scope for a while here at my house. Till after Christmas. So I won't be able to try this for a week, but at least I'll be working on it this next few days. Anyway, what I'd like to show you is how Alexa uses the Amazon voice services, and not as you would have thought that Alexa just wakes up and then listens to you. It actually has to listen to every word said in your house, and everything that you say in your house has to be then passed to Alexa to interpret. And I will prove this to you so you understand. And I will also show it to you the different kinds of devices. And there's been first generation Alexa Echoes, and now they're on what are called second generation Alexa Echoes. Okay. Well, if you're watching on Brax, then there are more than 4 of you watching on Brax. It's impossible that you're all watching on YouTube. It's hard to read comments now on 2 different sites. I'm watching a lot of comments on Brax, less comments on Periscope. Most of the comments are coming in on Brax in heavy numbers here, so it's hard to keep track of the comments in both places. So anyway, the thing that I was explaining to you yesterday is that the way that the program worked from Amazon, it works by installing a daemon. It's called a daemon program onto a Linux computer, which is what Amazon Echo is. It's a Linux computer. It runs a daemon, which is a looping kind of program, and the loop, this is what the loop does. There's the logic of the loop right there. Okay, now I know you can't read that, and I'm not going to try to have you read that, but that's the nature of the code. It rotates, it loops into this little sequence that says, did you say something? If you didn't say anything, loop again until it hears a sound. Then it hears a sound, and then it categorizes the sound as, I'm going to use the terminology that they use. They're going to categorize the sound as near field, far field, or close talk. I'm using terminology from Amazon here so you understand this. They will listen to the voice, and then you have to classify it for the device as either near field, far field, or close talk. So, and you define this by defining what kind of device you're installing. If you have a first generation Echo, then it's going to be like near field. If you have some headphone kind of thing, it's going to be close talk. And the new ones from Amazon are all far field. Far field, which means they can interpret the sound from a distance. They can also distinguish the sound from voice versus music and other things. They can actually distinguish the voice portion, and they can strip out all the other stuff and just leave the voice so they can clearly hear you even from afar. That is the technology that I've added in this one called far field. Okay, so a far field of listening. It's a listening capability. Okay, so anyway, look, it's so funny. All the comments disappeared from Periscope. All the comments are now on Brax. 90% of the comments are on Brax, not on Periscope. This is funny. This is the first time. This is funny. Look at that. 90% of the comments are on Brax. I don't get any hearts or anything on Periscope now, though. But all the traffic is now on Brax. This is exciting.
Yes, just you'll be alone. You'll be alone, Kelp. iPad not working on Brax. Why not? Why is an iPad not going to work on Brax? Of course it does. Uh, I don't want to switch off my iPad here. What is the link to bring new people onto Brax? Livestream.brax.me. Can't comment? Why can't you comment? Do you get hearts here? Yes, I get hearts here. You can't comment? Yeah, livestream.brax.me. What does it do with voice MP3 that aren't Alexa calls? What do you mean fresh in verses? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? It's listening to sound. So if the sound is considered to be a voice, they will capture it. Now, if the sound is coming from another device that's like a voice, also it will capture that as well. So if you put if you put the sound from this broadcast next to Alexa, and I say, Alexa, wake up, buy me a Coke, then Alexa will go buy you a Coke. Buy me a doll. Okay? So Alexa will wake up. This little loop here, this is the program loop that happens on the Alexa Echo. This continuous loop occurs over and over. There's no stopping this. So then when it detects a voice, a sound, it traps the sound, sends it to Amazon, and this is the command that it sends. Let me just see here if this is the one. No, this is not the one. Hold on. I'm finding the right document here. So here, okay, it sends this little instruction set here to Amazon, and just to read the stick, so you can't see this. The important thing here is there's a payload, and the payload is the voice file, and then the wake up word is at the bottom. So there's a wake up word there, and then a voice file. Okay, this is actually what's sent. I'm just the only reason I'm showing you this is to explain to you that I know exactly how this thing works. So I'm not theorizing about how it's going to work. I'm telling you exactly how it works. Okay, every time that it hears a sound, it detects if it's it sends the data to Amazon with the wake up word, and then Amazon will say, is the wake up word in the sound? If the wake up word is in the sound, it goes into what is called expecting command mode. Expecting a command mode, or expecting a directive. It shifts. It says, okay, I heard an Alexa Echo, then it pauses now and waits for the next one to be a command. In the meantime, when it's not doing that, if it doesn't detect a wake-up word, it just loops and keeps sending all of your voice files. Everything you're doing at home is being sent to determine if there's a wake-up word. That's the way it works. So it continuously just keeps sending the wake-up, any sound you make in your house. It sends it over to Amazon, and Amazon will determine if the wake-up word is in that voice file. So somebody would argue with me and say, well, Alexa is not always listening. And I'm saying, suck you, mother sucker. It is listening all the time. What happens to those voice files? An independent researcher that got an answer from Amazon and Google and all these companies to do this, and they said that they have not deleted any files. They have not deleted any file. What is the press release? This is the sucking code from Amazon. I'm showing you the actual API instructions on Amazon voice services. What kind of press release do you want to see? This is the programmer's toolkit. This is what the programmers use to program an Alexa Echo. It even has an instruction how to build an Alexa Echo with a Raspberry Pi. Exactly, Lulu. Oh, they're not gonna lie. They're gonna say it in words that make you think they're telling the truth, but in fact, they are telling you the truth, but they're just hiding the truth from you. Not deleted any, not even wait. It can't. You can't delete they did not delete because that's how they learn. They're learning from the wake up word. That's one of the reasons they claim they want to keep the voice, is because they want to learn. And they can't learn if they delete it. So they want to keep going back and improving their logic. So they want to keep the files, so they want to go back and learn it. The problem is, hello Nabil, the problem is that there is actually a side effect to keeping the files, and that is built-in surveillance. You do not save to the cloud, they save to their own cloud. In order for them to process it, they have to save the file to the cloud. This is how it works, people. The Amazon Alexa Echo device goes through that loop I just talked to you about, sends a JSON file, it's called a JSON file. It sends an HTTP message to the server at Amazon with a voice attachment or a voice payload. And it loops through this, and then it says, is there a wake up word in this? No. Okay, sleep. Wait again. Then it hears a sound. Capture the sound. Send it over to Amazon. Is this is this with the right wake up word? They say no. Okay, go back. Listen again for the next sound. This just keeps looping until it hears the wake up word and it says, oh, wake up word. Okay, switch back. Respond. We received the wake up word. Go into expect command mode, and then it goes into listening mode, expecting the next command, the next words to be a command. Okay, then it changes its operation. It now listens for the command, so it has a more direct listening. Now the difference here now is it will actually transcribe everything in the next command. Okay, so the question is, do they keep all the voice files? Yes, they do, because that's how they improve. They said their understanding of voice recognition. That's how they do it. Yes, it's a Patriot Act. Well, this is private enterprise, but what I'm saying is the NSA and the CIA and the FBI surely want a source of data like this. The FBI less, because FBI has to be, has to follow certain rules, and they can't just go take data from somewhere that they can't prove in court. So they're a little bit more cautious. But the NSA is not interested in taking you to court. They're just interested in spying on you. So if they're interested in spying on you because they said, well, you may be kelp, because kelp is a cello practice, Deanna. Kelp is Zucking terrorist, so we need to listen to kelp. Okay, now 3-letter agencies, listen to Zucking kelp farming. Listen to him. He's worth listening to. He's a Zucking terrorist. Zucking terrorist. Kelp farming 87 right there. Zucking terrorist. And he likes to be surveilled. He loves being surveilled. So, so surveillance is part of his life. Nice bait. So anyway, weirdo. I think Kelp is a good guy. You think Kelp is a good guy? Kelp does not believe anything I say. I love my hackers. Wonder if Trump has Alexa. So in case you're wondering why there are not that many comments on Periscope, all the comments have now shifted to Brax. Most of the people are watching from Brax, not on Periscope. I'm happy to say that most of the listeners are on Brax. Most of the comments are on Brax. And hey Gus, so everyone is listening on Brax right now. I think you think I'm a good man? Zuck. Not working on my Zucking iPad though. Yeah, the squash. Why does it not work on your Zucking iPad? Yeah, if you want to watch it on another device, go livestream.brax.me. And then you'll get to it. How do I listen from Brax? When? Well, if you go on Brax, it's in the live section. I'm broadcasting there right now. Okay, so why are there's no zucking anything here? Your dad. That's squash. You're looking at zucking squash. What the zuck? I tried Brax app and browser. Can the government get legal access to the recording? That's the question that I would like to ask you. What would stop them from contracting with Amazon to share the recordings? Is there any legal reason that Amazon could not share the recordings? Is there any legal reason they could not share the recordings? Could you tell me if there's any legal thing that prevents them from saying, NSA, CIA, FBI, you want to listen to the recordings? You want to say you want to listen to a particular person without a warrant? We're private enterprise. We're private enterprise. We're not subject to any of that. If you want to listen, as long as you pay us, it's our zucking data. It's our zucking data. We can make it available to you for a fee. We want to put some more money into Jeff Bezos' pocket. Is there a problem with that? You tell me. Oh, it's funny. It's funny there's so few people commenting in Periscope. It is so funny. Most of the comments are on Brax. It's funny. This is funny. You know, the Periscope comments are so minimal right now, and then the Brax comments are like, nonstop. You voluntarily give them your information, it becomes their data. Exactly, Siberius. And you don't worry about that. And people actually said to me, you zucking old man, you're like, go back in your cave. You're like from 1776. And what are the other comments I got from yesterday? It's just you commenting here. Yeah, because everybody else. Peter, everybody's commenting on Brax, Peter. Good morning, Peter. So everybody is commenting on Brax, but not here. So find ways around the law. They don't have to find ways around the law. I don't think there's a law, Paul. I don't think there's a law. Deanna is having a good time on Brax. She said, I don't know if I know how to use Brax. And then here's Deanna on Brax watching. Okay, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Peter. I'll be the Lone Ranger. Long-time listener, viewer here on Periscope. I tend not to comment. Well, now there's room for you to comment. Who do? Do you have room to comment? Because the comments have shifted to Brax. The comments on Brax are just like the comments used to be on Periscope. Most of the people moved to Brax. And this is funny thing. This is the funny thing about the comments on Brax, by the way. No one is tracking it and capturing it. This is one of my scopes last week. That every comment you make on Periscope, somebody's stealing the comment. Hi on Periscope. Somebody's stealing a comment and storing it. Egg Drop and all these other programs out there that actually steal all the comments from Periscope. And then they can go look you up and say, what did Kelp say on all of Periscope? They know that. I'm not leaving Periscope, Kelp. But I'm protecting myself by expanding my market in case something happens. So protecting myself, I don't want to be caught flat-footed and not be prepared. So I have a Brax account. I haven't logged in for a while. I'll get back on soon. So yes, there's Creature of Habit. Yes, this is fun. Going back and forth. This is the way you filter trolls. Yeah, there are no trolls on Brax. Not a single repeat bot. There are no repeat bots on Brax, and on Brax, your comments can be as long as you want, and you be sure to update the app first. Go Rice Girl. So there's Maui says, "Kiss my ass, Periscope spies." Our comments for tonight are not going to be stored on Periscope databases. Correct. I'm a confused old lady. Alexa's not invited here. There, Alexa's not. See, hello, Go Rice Girl. You're missing all the action. Most of the comments are now on Brax. I would say 90% of the comments are on Brax. 90% of the comments are on Brax. The comments on Periscope are very slow. We rigged the legs. Side note, can Periscope get rid of bots by reading the description and watching for TK sites? No fresh inverse smoke. No, there are other techniques, and I could teach them the technique to spot the bots, but not for free. Not you've totally doxed, defamed, harassed, and the trolls drove to my house. Zuck, this is what you need. This is what you need, Deanna. Zucking trolls come to your house. You dox. You say, "Zuck you, mother zucker, come to my door. Come to my door." Snarky's broadcasting right now, isn't she? I thought Snarky's broadcasting. Isn't she on another broadcast? Yeah, this is funny because I'm telling you about how you're being spied on Periscope, and here you are in Brax, and people on Brax are all naked. Oh my gosh, people on Brax are all naked. So it's funny. It's funny watching all these comments. The comments are not on YouTube either. I don't have any comments on Twitch, YouTube. The comments are only on Periscope and on Brax. So most of the comments are right now on Brax. So I'm the only one commenting. Yes, because they're all on Brax. Hope that gun is fake. Why do you need it to be fake, Omar? Do you want a real one? Do you want a real one? Yes, this is fake, but if you want a real one, I can oblige. I should have shared on Periscope before I came in. I'm here, Peter. Yes, Peter, you can also be on Brax. Hope it's real. You hope it's real. Well, I don't want to be blocked by Periscope saying I have a. What's your name on YouTube? Brax me. Go Rice Girl. I'm Brax me on YouTube. But I'm actually taking the comment from YouTube on Brax me. You don't need a real gun. It's bad. Guns should be illegal. Sure, Omar. Sure. But if you come to my door with bad intent, don't let that. Hello, Siberius. You moved over. I see people moving over from Periscope to Brax. That's funny. Live. I see people going to Brax right now. It's deep, it's forced, but I'm speaking. Am I divergent? Yes, you're divergent. Deport anti-gun trader. Brax is better than. I've actually never seen Brax this busy. There's probably hundreds of comments on Brax already, and just a little bit on Periscope. Anyway, let me just show you this little thing here, which is kind of interesting. That is the innards of a Amazon Echo Plus. That's the top portion of it. And these little things, the little silver things at the end are the microphones. So this sucker over here has 7 microphones. This little Alexa Echo Plus has 7 microphones, and it's so good and directional. It can actually distinguish between music and voice. It actually strips off the music. It actually knows what is music and what is voice. It can actually listen to you from afar. It can actually transcribe and listen to what you're saying if you're doing a wake-up word from very, very far away. So the technology has improved on the new generation Amazon Echo, and you're all saying, fantastic! Technology has improved. We love this. We love this new tech. We love this new tech from Amazon. So you go buy your Echo Plus, and now this will be better at surveillance than ever before. This is now a superior device for surveillance because it can actually listen in what is called far field. There's a documentation here for far field. There's the documentation for far. Let me see here. Let's see if this is the documentation here. No, this is not the one. Hold on. Gotta find the document that talks about that. There. This is the when you define the device, you're gonna send that's sending the sound file. You actually have to specify if. Let me just blow this up for you. If it's close talk, 0 to 2.5 feet, near field, 0 to 5 feet, or far field, 0 to 20 feet, meaning the other side of the house. Okay? Well, let me tell you the good news here. Let me tell you the good news. Okay? The good news is the new Amazon Echo, all of them, second generation Echo, the new Amazon Echo are all far field. All of them. If you have a second generation, or you ordered for Christmas, if you have a second generation Alexa Echo, you have now enabled far field. So if your device is from Amazon, happy to tell you. Hello, Joey Bates is on Brax too. Telling you that if you have an updated version of Alexa Echo, you have just increased the capability that it can listen to you from the other side of your Zucking house. And as I told you, it listens to everything. Again, I'm just trying to make it clear for you because some of you don't understand how the code works. So everything. Far field. Everything. Good evening, Zakia. Good evening. So people are all listening to Brax. So some good humor is going to come out of these as they proliferate. Alexa, I need toilet paper. Yes, it's from the bathroom. You can order it. That's why I am not tricasting. I am quadcasting or quinticasting. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on Brax.me. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Periscope. I'm live on Twitter. The lag is correctable. I did not set the YouTube latency. I did not set the YouTube latency because I was in such a rush. Let Snarky do her art. What the zuck? Why are you disrupting Snarky's broadcast? You know, it makes me happy that somebody's broadcasting on Brax other than me. I didn't hit the start button. Normal delay. Watch on one platform. Zuck lag. So you don't have an Echo in a bedroom, else Alexa will suggest randomly on how to get lotion. If you are using the new Alexa Echo, it will hear you from far away, far field. Did you not see what I said about far field? You are the Zuck of Brax, though. I am not the Zuck of Brax. I don't zuck you on Brax. Do these people feel like... Are you being zucked on Brax, people? People on Brax. Since the majority of the people watching are on Brax, are you being zucked on Brax? Tell me if you are being zucked. Alexa can really... Yes, Alexa will rate. Are you being zucked on Brax? People here on Brax, respond. What is up with this guy? You bye-bye. Of course, I can't really bye-bye you right now. I just mute you. Get the 2019 Lexus with a built-in zucking Alexa? Are you kidding me? No, are you kidding me? They put Alexa on a zucking car. How do you snip off the wire? Thank you, Norma. Norma says no. They're not being zucked on Brax. Zuck not. They're saying no. It's just live. Yes, Joanne. This is live. There's a delay because I'm using. I did not set the latency on there, Joanne. The latency is not set correctly. I'll adjust that next time. It can be pretty much simultaneous. Can any broad do this on Brax? Yes, when I enable it. This is a test. At the moment, I'm doing what I'm demonstrating here is a restream occurring on Brax. Brax, the restream is being performed. The restream is being performed by Brax. Brax is performing the restream. I did, Joanne. Are you on a computer? I did fix it, but you have to hit Control Enter, not just Enter. Control Enter. Control Enter, Joanne. If you're on a computer, it's Control Enter. So yeah, you asked for that. But goodness, I mean, that was like a year ago that you asked for that. So the this is a live stream happening on Twitch, YouTube, uh, Braxme, Periscope, and Twitter. I may drop Twitch. You know, I'm deciding. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna drop. If you can fine tune, it's gonna be huge. Press Control Alt Delete. Okay. So yay, Joanne. Yeah, Control Enter. Yes, because the Enter is a different meaning because we allow multiple paragraph entries in here. Why are you, I'm always showing squash. I'm always showing squash. A lot of kids in Twitch. Yeah, I don't really. To be honest, I do not necessarily have any value to broadcast in Twitch. But if I'm doing music, I'll do Twitch because YouTube will filter my. They'll say copyright violation if I play jazz. Lenny PR. They'll say copyright violation every time I play music. So, you know, it's just zucking difficult to do that. How are you reading all the comments to different devices? Yeah, I just have my phone. Okay, here's my phone. It's on Brax. My phone is on Brax. My iPad here is on Periscope. That's all I'm doing. Nothing complicated here. So phone on Brax, and you're playing an interpretation. So no, they don't care about that, Starlight. They don't care about that. They said I can't monetize. I can't monetize anything. You know, I play the Alex Bennett song, and they said no, that's My Foolish Heart. Zuck you. Yeah, I'm not. This is not a full test yet. I'm dealing with a pretty complex situation here that I'll have to practice to get used to this. I have to bring the dancing K-pop girls instead of the squash. I don't know. We tested that. It didn't really work. I tried that. So let me see. I tried the dancing girls and let me see. We tried the K-pop dancing girls. Where are you, dancing girls? Looking for them. Well, I could combine them and see if they both work. Maybe a combination works. Maybe I gotta have both. Maybe I gotta have both of them here. See, this is so funny because for those of you who are not on Brax, most of the comments are on Brax. The comments are not on Periscope. We basically erase the comments on Periscope and transfer them all to Brax.me. This is so funny. This is so funny. All the activity is now on Brax. Where the fuck did I put the dancing girls? I can't even find it. K-pop. I can't find. Where did I put them? There's so many pictures here. I got to scroll through here, and what did I do with it? Maybe I zucked up. Zucked up. Well, I can't interrupt this. I gotta go continue this, and I can't find it. Can't find it. Is Brax mainly an encrypted chat service that incorporates YouTube video, or is there a Brax video chat like Periscope that I'm missing? It has all the above, Sisberius. Brax has encrypted chat with the ability to incorporate video from Twitch, video from YouTube, and there's a private video service which is currently turned off. Yeah, I actually have I have a private video as well, but it's currently turned off. Fire your media guy. When you get more than 100 viewers, it becomes just another chat blog. It's a catch-22. But the difference is when you're chatting on Brax, you see, they can post pictures, they can have long text. It doesn't disappear. You can scroll up and down. So when you're on Brax, there's no limitation to the comments. You can put a very, very long comment and have a long conversation. It's not like Periscope where you're limited to like one-liners. Okay, sir, never mind. Okay, what is the problem, Team Scopes? I wasn't looking. Did I miss something? Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm dealing with like multiple. I'm not used to this. I'm watching two different screens. How do I find you in Brax? Just go to the live stream .brax.me. Go to the live section, and then it's one of the channels. It's broadcast. It's probably the first one on the list. So we will be inundated with Waxman's PP pictures. There are no Waxman PP pictures on Brax. Seems to be half naked women on your screen. This is clearly squash. Do you not see that these are squash? There, squash. There. Where are these half naked women you speak of? Squash. Okay, vegetables. Do you not know what vegetables are? Those are vegetables. So for tonight, the best experience is to listen via Periscope and chat via Brax for closer to real-time experience, right? Temporarily until there's just a setting. Nobody's gonna moderate me because I don't have any moderators in here, and don't care. Okay. The delay on YouTube, which is what I'm using on Brax right now, is a setting. It's called the latency setting, which I did not set. Next time I will configure that so that there's no latency. Okay. So I will change that to have latency. It only works in one view, not portrait view. Well, if you're not looking at the comments, you can switch it back and forth. It's if you're not looking at the comments, you can switch it back and forth. It's a little bit different, on Brax because it's the idea is you're not limited to whatever you say. You can say a lot of stuff. Whereas on Periscope, you're limited to a one-liner. On Brax, you can post pictures. You can comment. It's much more. It's a much more intense interaction. There's no rush because I can scroll back. I can scroll back and see what anyone has commented in the last since the beginning. I don't know what happened. I kicked myself out accidentally. You may have done a swipe. If you do a swipe, you made it. Peter is on Peter from Germany is on Brax now too. Shing it up all the time. So what happened? What happened in Lighten Up? What happened? What did I miss? I like this. Okay, so anyway, there is an advantage for those of you who are watching on Brax. I'm going to tell you something that you may not realize, and I will make sure that I emphasize it to you. When you're on Periscope, many programs are capturing your comments and storing it. Third parties. Many third-party programs are extracting your comments and they're storing that. They're using it for AI. They're using it for to track each one of you. They're using it for giving intelligence to the bots. And they're just using it for simple tracking and profiling and recording your activity. So if you are watching me on Brax and you're putting your comments on Brax, I can tell you right now, no one's capturing your messages on Brax. None. There are no third parties capturing your messages on Brax. I'm happy to say. How do I become a bot? You go to North Korea, you become a bot. So that's why 90% of the comments tonight are on Brax. There's hardly any comments. There's hardly any comments on Periscope in comparison. This is amazing. The volume of comments on Brax is fun. It's kind of like a superpowered Periscope because there's like no limit to no limit to what you can say. People are posting pictures and naked women and naked men and what else are they? Everyone's naked on Brax. You're like missing all the action, all the nakedness on Brax here. I'm looking and say, look at that, naked people on Brax. Capture this comment. Emily post etiquette. If you would be ashamed to let your mom read it, you shouldn't write it. How do I sign up in Brax? Livestream.brax.me. Livestream.brax.me. So from here on, I will be broadcasting simulcast. I will simulcast. I may drop Twitch. I'm going to simulcast. You can simulcast on. I will be simulcasting on YouTube, Brax Me, Periscope, Twitter. Okay. So yeah, you're missing all the naked women on Brax. Thank you for all your patience with me. This is my first time using Brax. No problem. Hello, Don Zone Brax. Say what? I'm too late. Peter's like looking, saying, "Where the zucking naked women?" I don't see any naked women on Brax. Can you mute those inclined to post pictures so you only get their comments? Kelp, you can block anybody you want. It's called blocking. You block them and those comments disappear from that party. So many features. Yes, so it's actually, one way of interacting is to have Brax just be on comment and then watch the video on Periscope. That's another way of doing this. So, this requires a little bit of rethinking. So I myself am not clear because I've actually never done this before. I've never done this before because the reason I couldn't do it was because Restream.io doesn't work for people with accounts that are not part of Twitter. My Periscope account is not a Twitter account, and because of that, I'm unable to use Restream.io. So this in this case here, I'm able to control what I stream to, and I can stream to anyone. So far, I've been successful in streaming to Twitch, to YouTube, Brax, Periscope, Twitter. So I'm streaming to 5 different places right now. So that's YouTube is good. Someone told me simulcasting is allowed with YouTube, but not sure. Well, obviously, I'm simulcasting to YouTube right now. What do you mean that's not allowed? Who's not going to allow it? I'm doing it. I've been testing it all day. By the way, the feature to restream. Thank you. One step beyond. The feature to restream is something I program. It's happening on Brax. Brax is the restreaming app. I'm testing it. I will open up to the public when I figure out how to get this going here. But I've tested it. I'm testing it. I'm the first one to test this. I can handle maybe I'm going to say no more than half a dozen testers. If you want to participate in the test, I probably can handle like maybe half a dozen for now, just to see how it works, and monitor the half a dozen, and then I can offer this to service later on. So this is the new way I'm going to do it. Brax is really good for the comments and ability to post pictures. Yeah. What product is for you? Why do I see YouTube being broadcast on Brax? Yes, because I'm rebroadcasting YouTube on Brax. I'm not using Brax Live. I'm using YouTube as on Brax. You can restream YouTube. You can restream Twitch. You can or you can use the actual video server of Brax called Brax Live, which is turned off. I don't have it on right now. Okay, so right now I'm only using Restream. I'm not using my own database, my own video server on Brax at the moment, and I will. And it may not be necessary to do it. Do I get paid extra for my witty comments on multi streams? Gus, are you also on Brax? I didn't see you on Brax. My gosh, Brax comments are like going much faster. It's like. It's funny, Brax comments are going faster than Periscope. It's like my brain. It's like it's going fast. I haven't seen Brax have these many comments before. I'm kind of in shock here. I'm kind of in shock with the volume. So yes, the video portion of Brax is YouTube. At the moment, I can choose whatever it has to be. The video portion on Brax is YouTube. The chat section is Brax only. So that's not visible to people on YouTube. It's not visible to people in Periscope. Whatever you put on there is whatever you put in, and there are no bots in there, and nobody else can mess with us on Brax. Okay. No, what are we discussing, Boss Man? We are discussing Alexa Echo, but we are also testing. This is kind of a complex scope right now. It's a little difficult because this is also the test. I'm broadcasting on 5 platforms right now. So I'm having to react to multiple platforms here. I'm reading comments from the Brax.me platform. You think it's a conspiracy theory? I'm showing you the source code and everything. Is that conspiracy to show you source code? Hey, young God. If I show you source code, is that a conspiracy theory? Oh, this is fun. Young God here is like, another conspiracy theorist. Source code is conspiracy theory? The reason I'm explaining this to you is because it's factual. Okay? This is little, since you're not a programmer, I will make sure to show you this little loop chart here from Amazon that shows you how it's continuously listening to you. There's the flow chart of this little demon program of how they listen to everything you say. There's the loop. That's a demon program on Alexa Echo, as documented on Amazon Voice Services, and it's basically explaining a loop that shows how it's listening to you constantly and taking every fucking word you say, young God, and it's storing it and sending it to Amazon, and you saying, oh my gosh, it's fucking conspiracy theory. Well, okay, if that's what you want to feel, like it's a conspiracy theory, young God, good luck. Now I'm showing actual documentation as a programmer. I'm showing you exactly how it works as a programmer. I'm showing the fact what exact code they have in there that will actually loop the listening and how they send a JSON file with this is the JSON file it's sent with the zucking payload, with the zucking wake up word for everything that it hears. It's got to be sent there so that they can see if it matches the wake up word. There's the payload. That's your voice file. Your little Alexa Echo does not know what Alexa means. It has to be sent to Amazon via a voice payload. There's the file format. It's got to be sent there with the voice file format and with the indicated wake up word, which indicates to you, Zuck, I deleted my video. Oh my gosh. Now I disappeared from the video. This is what happens when I get zucked by this young God guy. Okay, now I lost my face on the other video. Zuck. That demon program's not good. Peter Smith. Peter. So Peter's a programmer. Peter is a programmer, so he understands what I'm saying. So where are you? I'm on 5 platforms. Radio Gaga. I'm on 5 platforms. Broadcasting on 5 platforms. I'm in LA though. Can't find your scope on Brax. I'm on the live section. You have to join the live streams. Join the live stream channels. You have to join the live stream channels, and then you'll find me on the first broadcast on there. Okay. Yeah, I disappeared from that scope, so I had to change my location. Genie granted me every wish, then Amazon gave me the bill. Okay, let me again explain. Peter Peter is a programmer, so he will understand this. Okay, so so an Amazon Echo is a Linux device. It's just a Linux computer. An Amazon Echo is just a Linux computer. So the Linux computer. Now what I lost now is the I lost the zucking squash now. An Amazon device is just a Linux computer, and then you install the API from Amazon on there, and you go do apt get, apt install, apt update, all these little apt commands, and then you install the stuff from Amazon on there, and then it installs a little daemon program that does the actual listening to the microphone. There's actually no capability on the device to know what the wake up word is. This device does not have any capability in it other than a microphone and a speaker. So the only thing that this device is able to do is install the Amazon code. The Amazon code goes into a loop. The loop is listening. It's called a daemon, and it goes into a loop, and then it hears a sound. It cannot interpret the sound. It cannot interpret the sound. Let me again repeat. Amazon Echo cannot interpret the sound. It has to be interpreted at the server side. There's so many comments here. I'm so overwhelmed. Then it takes your voice file. It attaches it to that to this little command thing here. This is the thing that it comes with. This is the little format. It's called a JSON file, and then it's sent as an HTTP message together with a voice attachment. The voice attachment that it sends, is whatever it heard on the microphone, and it just keeps doing this over and over until it hears the wake up word. So all of the files of your voice are constantly being sent to Amazon, constantly. It does not know what you're saying. It does not know what you're saying when you have a tiny little computer like this. It does not know what you're saying. Only Amazon can interpret what you're saying. Therefore, Amazon has to receive every voice file, every single one. And the new versions of Amazon receive the voice in far field. There, I showed you the different devices. Some devices are called near field, far field, and close talk. The ones that are defined as far field can hear every word you say in every part of the house. Every part of the house. Okay? So now all of your voice files are going to Amazon. You're saying, oh, conspiracy theory. Oh, this guy's a conspiracy theorist. Boycott Box. So you're saying to me, oh, this guy's a conspiracy theorist. Zuck you, Mother Zucker. Tell me what this conspiracy theory is. Your Zuck, Peter. Have it in your bathroom, your bedroom, your Zuck. So people at Amazon spy on you? Yes, obviously. Apparently, an independent researcher confirmed that Amazon has not deleted your voice files. By the way, if you don't doubt that Amazon collects your voice files, read the Zucking Terms of Service of Alexa. It says so. We keep your voice files. Okay? It says so. Yes, the mute button works. You can turn it off. Fortunately, you can't turn it off. Yes. You can turn off the echo. Yes. But I'm telling you, this is a factual thing, that if you leave your Amazon Echo in its normal mode, it will capture all of your voices, and it's in the terms of service. And not only has it been proven by this code that I just showed you of how it actually does this, but they actually have it in the terms of service that they keep the voice files. So, there's an instruction how to build one. I can build you one, Alexa Echo. There's an instruction to build one. In fact, maybe I should just build one for you so you know I really know it. Okay? Might take only an hour to build one. I can build you an Alexa Echo that I will show you for a fact that it sends all of your voice files to Amazon. Goodness. Goodness. I mean, I can't believe people will come in here and say, oh, conspiracy theory. I mean, at what point? At one point, a programmer is telling you that this thing is taking. I'm a programmer. I'm telling you this is taking your voice, sending it to Amazon, and then you're coming around here saying, "He's a conspiracy theorist." Oh my gosh! At what point do you say, facts are facts? Facts are facts. Fact of the matter is, it is taking your voice every sucking second. Well, enjoy your echo. And they will enjoy you too, ladybug. You enjoy the echo, they will enjoy you too. So there's mutual enjoyment. Ladybug will enjoy the echo, and Amazon people will enjoy listening to you as well. Win-win. What will I call it? Alexa Echo. Homemade Alexa Echo. Like, it's funny. Like, oh, it's listening to me? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Far field. Again, let me repeat what I didn't explain yesterday. It's called far field. If you have a newer Alexa Echo, it comes with 7 ducking microphones. Yes, finally somebody who listens. 7 ducking microphones. 7 ducking microphones. There it is. Those little silver things at the end are 7 ducking microphones. Periscope people cannot see your comments on Brax. No. I suppose I could broadcast Periscope comments on Brax, but I'm not doing that. Okay? I suppose I could broadcast. I could have a little side window in here and have a moving video of Periscope comments, but Braxby comments, but I'm not doing that. So anyway, so just proving to you the reality here. The reality is what I'm telling you is in fact true. That there's no escaping the fact that your files and your data is in fact, your voice files are being sent. Yes, you can turn it off. Yes, when it's in the API of Amazon, that when you turn it off, it's off. There's no little trickery in there. Fortunately, they do not have a trick. If you turn it off, it's off. Cheated out of my contributions. They will sell your hot moans. Big Brother's always listening anyway. Big Brother said, no, Ladybug. Big Brother said, I wish we could listen to everything. And then Amazon said, oh, we can provide that for you. And then the 3-letter agency say, fantastic. Can we just rent it from you? Can we just rent it from you? And the answer is, yep. Alexa, Hey Google, and Hey Siri all do the same thing. Collecting voice prints, fingerprints, facial prints, GPS coordinates, yes. Big Brother Kelp says, is my Fitbit invasive? Possibly, yes. I don't think a Fitbit necessarily identifies who you are, though. It just has data. I want the moronic to have one for each room. Well, for those of you who say, I'm a conspiracy theorist, have fun with your Alexa, and Alexa will have fun with you. As Ladybug says, it's a win-win. Yes. Have fun with Alexa. Alexa will have fun with you as well. So anyway, I'm out of time, but let me just tell you, this has been a crazy broadcast because I'm trying to do 2 things at the same time. It's really crazy here. So this is what's happening. I just want to make sure that you all understand what's going on here. I'm broadcasting on 5 platforms. I'm broadcasting on Twitch. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I'm broadcasting on Braxme. I'm broadcasting on Periscope. I'm broadcasting on Twitter right now. This is why I'm so messed up here. Okay? Yeah, put one in every room, especially your bedroom. Now, I'm only reading comments from 2 places. The comments that are coming from Periscope which is not that much, and the comments that are coming in from Brax, which is a lot. Okay, so there's a ton of comments on Brax, and well, Brax Me is the only other site where I'm paying attention to comments. But I'm broadcasting on 5 platforms, but I only am reading comments from 2 platforms. I'm only reading comments from Periscope and on Brax. And it's really confusing here. I haven't fine-tuned this. As you all know, if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm new to YouTube. I'm only mainly been a gold VIP broadcaster here on Periscope. So great death as a beard. So again, for those of you who are not watching this from Brax, please it's still going on Brax. People are still talking on Brax here, and thank you, Peter. Happy holidays to you, Peter. Thank you, Twist Mint. Thank you, Deanna. Lots of comments on Brax. Thank you, EJ. Lots of comments on Brax, and it's very fun to see. Once you link your Fitbit to your smartphone, and then they know if your vitals and will sell that information to insurance companies. Yes, that I'm going to start using Brax more. Flippant. The only problem is if you all go to Brax, then Kelp will feel lonely because Kelp will never go to Brax. Good morning, Thomas. They're all on Brax, Thomas. You're in the wrong spot. All of the comments are on Brax. Most of the traffic is on Brax. I don't even know. Is anybody else broadcasting? I'm going to just check here. Hold on. If I'm... you heard Brax is intrusive, and who said that? Oh, yes, Snarky is broadcasting. Snarky is broadcasting on Brax. Can you put a monetary value on a gold VIP badge? None. 0. There's no monetary value. Ladybug, you're saying that Brax is invasive. Well, you're in the wrong spot.
Hello.
Is there a VIP program on Brax? Wow. Okay. Confusion here. Okay, I'm going to. How do I do this? I'm gonna play music and. How do I do this? It's gonna be messy. Could you make Periscope better? I don't own Periscope. I own Brax. I am the owner of Brax.me. I'm not the owner of Periscope. Can you do a scope on the pedo problem on Periscope? I'm not a follower of that what you call a pedo problem on Periscope. I am not familiar with that. Your brain is drained? Why is your brain drained, Donzo? Because you don't believe it's a conspiracy theory, right? Okay, I'm gonna play music and while reading comments from 2 different places. Boy, this is messy. Okay, I have to relearn this myself. It's like relearning how to interact. I have to relearn how to interact. This is a new test here. Hope you don't leave while I play music. So Ladybug was asking a question and continuously commenting here on Brax. But what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm doing a simulcast on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Brax.me, on Periscope, and Twitter, all at the same time. The only one that's not included here is Facebook Live because I will never use that. Okay, I'm reading comments from Brax.me. I'm reading comments from Periscope. Brax.me is an encrypted platform, so all the comments are encrypted and locked up so they're not read by the outside. So Brax.me is an encrypted platform. Periscope is not. Brax.me has no bots, Periscope has bots. It's the same video, you're watching the same video, but people are commenting on Brax and nobody knows who you are. I don't track your IP address. We don't track anybody. We don't track anything. Is it a recording? It's not a sucking recording. Okay, Norma, gotta go. Okay, Norma, I want you to access my device for phone. Well, obviously, Dihama, how do you load your profile pic if you don't give it rights to the camera? Won't you miss me if you leave Periscope? I'm not gonna leave Periscope, Kelp. Thank you, Rainbow Spirit. I'm not going to leave Periscope. I'm just giving you the right to be protected. Because when you go on Brax and leave a comment, you're watching the same video, but your comments are protected because it's not visible. Can you imagine if you were broadcaster, maybe a controversial broadcaster, and you don't necessarily want, hello Michelle, most of the actions on Brax, Michelle, and you want the people to not, you want to be able to comment to the broadcaster, but you don't necessarily want to be public here and an open space here in Periscope, and that's what I do on Brax. So right now on my Brax phone, if you can kind of see the angle here, all the comments on Brax, there's like, there. You can kind of see these are all the comments on my, you can't see you just see that there's a lot of it. Okay? There's tons and tons of comments on Brax. And yes, I invented Brax, but the thing about Brax is about the encryption and the way that it protects you instead of having these platforms that track you and record you and everything that goes on Periscope is being recorded by somebody. It's very disgusting. So, but I need to get people from the open outside world. That's why I have to go on on Periscope. How do you get on Brax? Go to the link livestream.brax.me, join that, and then download the app. Livestream.brax.me. It works on any device. But download the app. It's like I use Proton Mail for my email. I do not use Proton Mail. Download the app, and then if you go to livestream.brax.me, it will actually guide you, and then you'll automatically join the live broadcast, and you'll see exactly what you see here, including all the comments that are going on Brax right now. Okay? Now, this is the part that I haven't explained. How am I doing a simulcast? How am I simulcasting? For those of you who are from Periscope, how am I simulcasting? The simulcasting is happening from a Brax service. I made a new feature on Brax to restream. I'm using a feature on Brax.me to restream. This is something new. I'm testing it right now. I'm testing it. I'm the only one who's using it. I just built it today. I just finished the first part of this today, and I'm testing a rebroadcast of my stuff on multiple platforms. So I'm only broadcasting on one place. I'm only broadcasting to one place, and then I'm actually only broadcasting to Brax. And Brax is taking care of sending all my data to Twitch, to YouTube, to Periscope. So this is a fabulous thing. It works even if you have a non-Twitter based Periscope account. It works in any kind of situation. So I've just proven this. This is a proof of concept. It works. Is the video okay, by the way? I'm wondering, is the video okay? Is the quality good? or is my video too slow? Should I, have more frames, or it's really up to me. I can control a little bit of that. I had to lower the quality for Periscope, but YouTube can handle a better quality. So what I could do is maybe lower the quality only for Periscope. That may be one of the few little tricks I'm going to do later on. Lower the quality for Periscope, up the quality on. Well, yeah, I deliberately lowered the quality for Periscope, and then the other ones have to adapt to it. But I can actually, comments are no show for me in landscape mode on iPad. Comments are no show for me in a landscape mode for iPad. But I can handle it. Okay. 12:45 p.m. here in Maine. You have a white halo around you. So yeah, it's yes, Michelle. So most of the action, Michelle, if you want to see the action, I mean, it's really most of the comments are in Brax. Look, 90% of the comments are in Brax. The comments are not on. The comments are not on. You can see the comments flowing in here. The comments are flowing on Brax, not on Periscope. Because I'm an angel. Okay, so the comments are being handled by Brax, not Periscope. So I'm actually amazed that it's handling all that traffic on there. I've never tested. This is my first test. So today's the first test. I'm gonna have to improve this. I have a broadcast tomorrow, but it'll just be a normal Periscope broadcast with music. So, and the next 3 broadcasts will be music. So it's not gonna be anything. I'm not gonna use OBS till next week. So I'll have a chance to test this out and practice. So thank you for bearing with me here. This is a difficult thing. It's complex, and I'm trying something new. And if you are a Periscope broadcaster and you're kind of unhappy with Periscope, and you want to protect your investment by being on multiple platforms in a way to communicate with your followers, I'm going to introduce you to what I'm doing here on Brax, because not only do I have a broadcasting platform, I actually create a social community on Brax. How many people are in Brax right now? Does it tell you that? It should, not on the broadcast. I can't tell you how many people are in Brax. I just can tell you how many are on that broadcast. It's on the should show up on the upper right hand of the screen. Should show there. Yes, so Ross is on Brax. My goodness, I mean that, like, okay, Ross is on Brax. Joanna's still on Brax. So it's like, I'm like, it's just like flowing really faster. Then why are you using technology you hate so much? I don't hate Periscope. Who says I hate? Who says you are? Who says I hate Periscope? I do not. I don't hate Periscope. However, Periscope has limitations. So many limitations. Brax is not making money, Dihama. Don't worry about that. No, Joanne is here. Yes. So Brax doesn't make any money. No. Well, that's not true. It does. Yeah, it's the one I hate is Facebook. Facebook is the most dangerous platform on the face of the earth. And I advertised my nuclear bombs on Brax as a sponsor. Yes, and the 3-letter agencies will be right behind you. In fact, I'll bring him to you. Someday, Trump. Someday.
Oh, wait. Wrong song. Wrong song. Well, that's correct. It can't be tracked, but maybe they have a way. They will use social engineering on you. It's snowing in Long Beach? Brax me. I know, Rainbow. Sorry guys, like there are so many comments coming in on Brax. There's so many comments coming in on Brax. I'm like I'm like overwhelmed. I'm like can't respond while I'm playing piano. The Brax one is like, it's like scrolling like crazy here. I mean look at all these comments here on Brax. Okay, and it only shows the last 50, and it's like non-stop. This is non-stop. So anyway, my YouTube account is called Brax Me. So follow my YouTube account. It's called Brax Me. If one of you are on Brax right now, please follow my YouTube account. It's called Brax Me, so that you get notifications of that. If you are on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. It's also Brax Me. So Brax Me on Twitch, Brax Me on YouTube. I also have a Rob Braxman on YouTube, but mostly I'm going to broadcast under Brax Me. I'm on Twitter as Rob Music 0. I'm Rob Music here on, of course, on Periscope. Okay? Many YouTubers are being demonized and need a safe place to broadcast. Yes, understand what I'm offering you here. What I'm offering here is a way for your followers to not just have a way to watch broadcasts, but to have a way to interact with you. BraxMe is a full social media platform. BraxMe is a full social media platform with photos, file sharing, everything else, with chats and blog space and everything. It's basically, you can do anything on Brax that you can do on Facebook. Okay, and it's done privately. Dihama. Oh, I thought Dihama was on Brax. I got confused at what I'm looking at here. I thought Dihama moved to Brax. So anyway, so that's
so there's a bit of a difference. What I've been trying to explain to people last week were that people watching, making comments on Periscope, that there are bots and programmers and various companies capturing every comment you make here in Periscope. Everything you're doing in Periscope is being captured and sent over to big giant database, and somebody can look up what you said anywhere on Periscope. Okay, and it started out 3 years ago with a guy who started Scoper Chat, started to capture all the messages that are typed on Periscope, and then the one that you're all familiar with is Egg Drop. And so Brax Me is the opposite of Facebook. The idea of Brax Me is encryption. So if you have a chat on Twitter, Twitter can read your chat. If you have a chat on Brax, it's end-to-end encrypted. Okay, so your chats are private. If you exchange photos, if you were Ron Waxman exchanging dick pics, then this is a safe place because it's encrypted. You don't have that on any other platform. Okay, you don't have that on your platform. So what I've tried to do here is to say, is there a way to do the video as well, and give you the benefit of having a broadcast, but protecting your comments so that nobody knows your identity, so that you don't have IP addresses captured and identifiers about you. 160. I only got 3 more subscribers on. That's all I got. 3 subscribers on YouTube. So yes, please follow me on YouTube as Brax Me. Hello, open source. So again, for those who are just coming in here, this is kind of a weird broadcast. It's not apparent what's going on, and I'm not sure exchange Joanne here. Just well, I'm not saying you should exchange it anywhere, Joanne. I'm not saying, but if there's any place to do it safely, it's here. What I'm saying, if there's any place that's safe, it would be here, because I make sure to encrypt it, so nobody knows exactly what it is that you're sending, because all of your chat conversations are encrypted. Okay, so your chat conversations are encrypted. So you can have private conversations, and we in the company cannot read your chat messages. So we don't really care what you talk about as long as you don't do it in public. Does the whole broadcast and comment stream disappear after the live broadcast? No. The broadcast and comment stream is a continuous stream that is cut off after I believe 500 comments by default. It's continuous. So if another broadcaster starts on the same channel, the comments are continuous. You can still scroll up and down. You can even leave a comment when there's no broadcast. It's like it's a radio station. It's not like Periscope where it's a broadcast. On Brax, you're broadcasting to a station. The station is always open. You can broadcast in video, audio combined, or have no broadcast. So that's how you do it on Brax. So this is just kind of a nice test, because I haven't really never done this before here. So I've never done this before. See, even Maui is able to post a picture of herself that she would never consider posting on the open internet, because she feels safer doing it here. There are also private stations too. Yes, you can also have private broadcast stations on Brax. So it does, not everything is public. If you can do a private broadcast if you have a premium account. YouTube is a little behind Periscope. Yes, why not? It's because I did not set the latency setting. There's a setting on YouTube to set latency, and I did not set it. It should be about the same time. There should be no delay, but I did not set it. The broadcast is being sent only from one place. The broadcast is being broadcasted from Brax. Brax is broadcasting to Twitch, to YouTube, to Periscope. Okay? The entire broadcast is coming from Brax. Broadcast, and it's sending it simultaneously. Okay, it's sending it simultaneously. There's no live streaming on Brax. Then what the zuck are they watching? So the live streaming that you're sending. So when you use OBS, when you're using OBS, you're live streaming to Brax, but Brax does not display it in a Brax server. That's the only thing I'm not doing. I am not displaying the RTMP feed inside Brax. I'm using the bandwidth of yes, there's a premium service for having what is called social vision, where you can have a website, you can have a private app, private stations, and a store. So this is going to be kind of full service. This is what I do for myself. There are over 7,000 people on Periscope. It depends on which feature. A website with full social vision is $120 a year or $10 a month. A store is another $10 a month. So that's for people who want to like do everything. If you want to do everything on here like I do, can Brax users replay the broadcast later? You can replay it on YouTube. You can replay it on YouTube. This broadcast on Brax is on YouTube. It's also, you can replay it on. You can also replay it on Periscope, obviously, but it can be replayed on YouTube. It can be replayed on Periscope. He's full of it. Full of what? What am I full of, Ross? By the way, Ross, you need a profile pic so you don't get people don't get scared of you. This is way more info just taken on this enormous iPad. I'm missing some of these comments. I'm gonna have to back up and read. Just have, aha! You see the kind of discussions you're having here on Brax. You don't have to say on Periscope. So I see some private commentary on Brax, and I'm not gonna go repeat it on Periscope. I am not going to repeat it in Periscope. That's the beauty of this. I'm not going to repeat it in Periscope. They have a campaign going on to people to block me. I have to deactivate between using Scope and hide my videos. I Scope about and they accuse me of trashing. I would never. Deanna, you need to broadcast on Brax then, and maybe both. We should not chat here. Well, if you chat on Brax, I'm going to tell you that the people, because they know it's more private than Periscope, people are being more open with their comments on Periscope, on Brax. The commentary on Brax is more private. People are even posting, yes, Ross, I figured, I looked back in the comments and I understood what you're talking about, and I'm going to repeat the subject matter. It's nice that you can talk about it privately. Richard is posting his family pictures here on Brax as well. So when you hide, does the government give up looking for you? Not been the historical case. Kelp cannot distinguish between what is called mass surveillance versus active surveillance. If the government has you on active surveillance, you can't hide. If you're on mass surveillance, it means that which we all are, it means we're not committing a crime and they're watching us. Why? Because they feel like it. So Zuck you, Kelp. Now, if you're under active surveillance, I'm not sure anything you do will protect you. On viewing you in portrait mode, landscape is not a good watching on my S9 Plus lavender color, of course. Okay, Peter, I will, may have to tweak it for landscape because they can. Yes, because they can. And what benefit is it for three-letter agencies or governments to track you just because they can? The reason, of course, is power, control. And why do they need that? Because they stay in power so that people like Kelp can prop them up, and they remain in power, and you do not have any democratic rights. Because if you speak out against them, they can always do stuff to you to shut you up. Okay? And of course, Kelp says, oh, it's for the prevention of crime. It's to catch sucking terrorists. That is not what mass surveillance is for, Kelp. Prevention of crime doesn't include putting a microphone in your sucking house. Suck. It's like crazy. So for people watching on Brax, is it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Is this working out? I need to. There's a few. I have a week here to tweak this. I figured for why I am seeing notification during some scope you were posting in Brax. It's when somebody is ringing your broadcast bell. Yes. Power controls money. Yes. The comments on Brax are going. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this thing is like, it's like non-stop. Well, you can kind of see, you'll see it keep scrolling. You see my phone keep scrolling non-stop here. I mean, it's a lot of comments. Yeah, I mean, it's if I just leave it like that, you can see, it just keeps moving. You can just see all the comments flowing over there. See? Braxme uses less see, it's constant. The comment flow is constant. So if you think nobody's at Brax, there. Is that proof enough? There. That's a live broadcast. There are no comments on Periscope. They're all on Brax. So I don't know if anybody's making a comment on Twitch. I have no idea. If you're on Zucking Twitch, go to Braxme. If you're on Zucking Twitch, you'll be lonely. Yes, you need to log into Braxme. That's part of the security. I have to go to work. Glow 65. Too many people for you. But there's not too many people on. Periscope had 3,000 people, and that didn't seem to bother you. 3,000 people on Periscope. But you say, But mainly most of the action is on Brax, not on Periscope. We are at home on Brax. That's fast chat. I mean, the chat is responding pretty well. I mean, it's flowing very fast. I love the edit feature. Yes. Yeah, you can't edit a comment on Periscope. You can come back here and edit it. Sort to ask again, but can you guys recommend a good broadcaster kit? So the way I broadcast, Deanna, just to explain to you what I'm doing right now, and maybe later on I'll open this up to the public, but this is what I'm doing right now. I am broadcasting using OBS. So I have a laptop right in front of me. I'm using a Mac. I don't know if you can see it. I'm using a Mac. Okay? So I have a Mac. This is a Mac right here doing the broadcast. I have a camera, a distant camera in there, mic. I have another mic. I have two cameras here. This is the second camera. Oops. This is the second camera. Okay, see? Okay, I'm broadcasting to Brax. So OBS is broadcasting to Brax. Okay? And then Brax then is rebroadcasting to Twitch, to YouTube, and to Periscope simultaneously. So the broadcast should be simultaneous, except for some tweaking that you got to do with latency settings. So I haven't had a chance to go test that. But so now with this, and there's a few more things I got to do to make this run a bit more smoothly. But then now I have to have two devices. One is to look at Brax comments, and then one is to handle Kelp. since Kelp is the only one commenting on Periscope. So I have these two devices here to go read the comments. So that's my setup. So the ability to broadcast on these platforms is only how do you stop pedicures or pedophiles? If you're a pedophile, you're not welcome on Brax. Somebody reports me to you, I'll put the zucking bi on you so fast. No pedophiles welcome. Yeah, if you're a pedophile, then I'll send the FBI to you myself. I saw edit option on Brax, but first you can only see it on your own comments, Maui. If it's not your own, you're not going to see it. The edit button is on. I'm back on Periscope. Our comments on Brax don't flow as they're made. Well, the way that Periscope does it, it floats your comments until they disappear, and Brax is a continuous thing. It's just a chat. So it's kind of a non-stop flow, on Brax. So it's different. And you can have lengthy comments on Brax. You cannot have lengthy comments on Periscope. And you can scroll up and down on Brax. So you can, you can scroll up and down and read comments, from a long time ago, which Periscope offers now, but this has been standard on Brax. And you can post pictures, and you can edit your comments. You can. There's other things you can do on Brax you can't do here. So it's a little bit different. It's built for more intense back and forth. Jamie's back on Brax. See, I'm getting confused now. If I'm looking at Brax or Periscope, since there are very few comments on Periscope, since 90% of the comments are now on Brax. So I'm really messed up here. You can see comments before you join broadcast. So you're going to send the FBI to someone if you don't know where they are due to the privacy Brax offers. How are you going to send the FBI? That's up to the FBI to go research. That's for the FBI to research, not me. I just want the FBI to make sure they're not here. Patch the first. I'm just playing music, but it's a direct feed with FBM. Oh, I guess like delay and comment flowing on Brax like a slight delay and comment flowing on Brax like a time. There is a time delay on purpose. I'm going to hop back on Brax on me. So anyway, this is a test broadcast. I'm glad you participated in this test here, because we're going to do more of this. So, but if you really want to see where all the action is, then watch us on livestream.brax.me. I should probably type that on the top here so that you can see. Hold on. Kind of stuff I have to learn here is how to promote this. So the link to join is livestream.brax.me. There. You can also run this from a computer. So if you have a computer, just type livestream.brax.me and you'll see the broadcast. Okay, there's a lot I got to learn here. There's a lot. And maybe some tweaking as well. You will soon take over you. No, I don't think, I don't, how many users did I get on YouTube? I don't think did anybody, I guess I can look at my account here, but I don't know how many viewers I got on YouTube. I can check right now and see. I don't know if it will show me because I'm not logged in. 3? That can't be because you're all on YouTube right now. Hold on, I'm typing the. You're all watching on YouTube. So that's not the exact count. That's not correct. So it's showing the ones that are watching on YouTube without the embedded. They're not watching from Brax. Okay, let me find out. It doesn't show the stats. Very interesting. How do I? Yeah. How do I? So it's not showing the traffic that are watching YouTube from the embedded side. Yeah. See, that's not the true number because there's a lot of you on Brax right now. So all of you are counted as a watcher on my stats. You can't see that though. It may have to be seen on my own private report. These must be the ones just watching on YouTube direct rather than embedded in the restream. So that's not an accurate number. So the actual number of people watching are each one of you watching on Brax. So that's a good number. It's a good number. Not going to be embarrassing. So we're in here, so you have to be in YouTube for it to be counted. Yeah, but I have another report that tells me. So the live one count here is not accurate. It's just showing people are watching direct from YouTube. Not as an embedded broadcast. So I get that. So that's not the accurate number. I'm going to get the number when I exit from here, and I'm gonna go see no comments on scope. Hardly any comments on scope because everyone's commenting on Brax. You know, it's like all this comments from Brax. There. Sounds like mono on Brax. Oh, Chief. See, everyone's showing up on Brax right now. You see, so many of you have a Brax account. So many of you have a Brax account. So there, I said there's 7,000 plus people on Periscope on Brax. And so when I actually turn this on, then everybody just comes and shows up here. So we're going to do this often now. We're going to do this often. This is just a test. I can watch it directly on YouTube and comment on Perry. Yes, you could watch me on YouTube and comment on Brax. Why would you watch me on Perry and comment? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Merry season, Chief. I can't upload photo to my profile on Brax. Ross, you have to have the app. Ross, that's because you're in a browser. You have to be on the app. It doesn't have access to your photo library. So just download the app and everything will be fine. Is Periscope a dead app then? There are dangers on Periscope, Fubar, and dangers that I'm exposing you to that some of you may not like. I'd like to give you an option so that you can watch without your comments being shown on Periscope. Your comments are being recorded on Periscope by various parties. So by allowing you to watch me on Brax, you are basically hiding your comments from these people that suck in your data. Okay, so Ross just needs to download the app. If you came into Brax from a browser, which also works, I'm on the app. You must have denied right to the photo library. So Ross, you have to enable rights to the camera and the photo library because that's where the picture comes from. You must. That's the only reason you wouldn't have any access to photos is you denied the app the right to access. Are you on an iPhone or Android, Ross? Are you Android or Apple? So you need to just that's it. Just you didn't give the rights to it. How many viewers did you have on Brax? I don't know. Somebody will have to tell me. How many viewers do I have on Brax? I actually don't know. Let me uh, is there a raw count in here? Because it doesn't show on the phone. It shows up on the desktop. There's quite a few. I can't tell you right now. Many. I mean, if the comments are an indication, many people are on Brax. Many. Brax audio sucks. No, Chief. The audio is the same for all. If you're saying Brax audio sucks, you're saying YouTube audio sucks. So that's actually incorrect. People say it's a dead app. Well, for my own safety, I'm taking a little bit of insurance by broadcasting on everything here. Just taking a little bit of insurance. I still do believe that I want to broadcast on Periscope, but you have to give Brax permission. Audio here is great. It's just, how can that be? Then that means you're complaining about YouTube, Chief, because the Brax one is playing YouTube audio. Okay, YouTube audio. So there are 36 people currently on Brax right now, which is more than what's on Periscope. So, have you seen that what Ani is going to get people to see him on YouTube is looping a message in OBS and Periscope to people to go to YouTube. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, but this is much more effective what I'm doing here because I'm doing it just once. I'm using Brax in Firefox. I'm doing this once. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm just broadcasting once, and I give you a platform not just to capture your audience in YouTube if you move to YouTube, but you actually capture it in your own social media, because you can have your private app on Brax. This is going to be a lot more exciting than you think. By the time I explain this and what I've done here on Brax, Peter says my video on Brax looks HD. So Peter said my video on Brax looks like HD. Actually, the video on Brax is reduced because of Periscope. I would actually like to increase the quality. I would like to increase the quality on Brax, which I can, as long as I downgrade Periscope. Periscope has a lesser performance, so YouTube and Brax and Twitch can handle a higher resolution. Hello, Mandel. So again, for those of you who are coming in, the traffic is actually on Brax Me. I turn off chat on YouTube. Audio coming across Brax is mono. That's an embedded YouTube window, Chief. Then you really are blaming YouTube. You're listening to an embedded YouTube window. You are listening to YouTube. So I'm not sure what that means. I can choose to broadcast Twitch instead, which is a higher quality. The problem is Twitch puts advertising on there. This broadcast is not showing up on the desktop browser version or live. How is this still up in the mobile version? The broadcast not showing. I don't know what the answer to that, Sabir, is. I'm not sure. Zuck Mario, what's up, Mario? Number one fan Mario. Or I should say, mostly number one fan Marios. These other guys are beating up on you now. But Mario has been such a loyal number one fan for so long. Thank you, Mario. How are you doing, my friend? So yes, so a lot that There are more people on Brax than there are. Oh, there you go. Siberius is back on Periscope. So there are more people on Brax than there are on Periscope. How do I scroll back the comments after they roll off the page in Brax? Use your finger. Scroll back up. It suspends the scroll when you scroll back up. If you scroll up, it suspends the scroll, but it limits it to 50. It limits it to 50 unless you go in the bottom. There's on the three dot menu. There's an option to show older messages. It only allows you when the broadcast is finished. While the broadcast is going on, it shows only 50. Joanne. Brax chat not available and broadcast not showing on Brax desktop. What does that mean? You may have to screenshot that so to understand what you're saying exactly. I think there's a terminology issue here. I'm not understanding what you just said there. So anyway, this is a test as well. So if there's anything that I was able to chat on Brax. Yeah, he's saying on desktop version. I'm not sure what that means because obviously it should be the same. In fact, I can run the desktop version right here. It'll slow down. It might cut me off here though. That's why I don't want to do it. Because the new Mojave here on Mac causes a problem when you're doing other things. Okay, I'm going to log into I'm logging into a browser on a Mac. Okay, and I'm going to show you that I can come in. Okay, I'm gonna have to not show the video though. How do I scroll back? Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I don't show the video because it'll probably slow this down. Okay, so I'm gonna go to look here. And only 13 live showing up, and this isn't one of them. What are you talking about? Meaning it's not one of the stations? You're not seeing it as one of the stations? Okay, I'm seeing the comments here in Brax. I'm seeing the comments. It's all... Comments are not displaying in landscape mode in the Brax app. Okay. So that's a complaint. In landscape mode, you're not seeing comments. Has to be a resolution thing. Okay, but I'll give you kind of a... Guys, stop doing any private comments for a moment. I'm just going to show people that without video. There's Brax comments. I just showed that to you briefly. So works fine. But some of you are having a complaint in landscape mode. So I'm gonna have to understand those questions specific to resolutions and devices. So that may be the issue. I'm on YouTube too. Everyone subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, Brax Me on YouTube. No dot. Brax Me, one word. Okay, so that's the thing I need to work on then. Somebody says that they're not always getting the comments in landscape. So something I need to work on. Okay, got it. I'm making a note of that. And I'll put that on the to-do list, okay? Comments in landscape. Other than that, my YouTube name is Brax Me. Brax me. Other than that, I would say it's pretty successful with some tweaks on the video. There's some tweaks I got to do in the video. I have to increase the resolution on YouTube and Twitch, reduce the resolution on Periscope. I have to switch the latency thing on YouTube. I have to put a when I'm not broadcasting, put a not broadcasting screen, or something to indicate I'm not live yet, but will be. So there's a few things I have a week to figure that out over the holidays. It's just fun. Fun. So and if, by the way, if you want me to follow you back on YouTube, just let me know. I will follow you back on YouTube. Okay, so if you follow me on YouTube and you want to have a follow back, not a problem. Just let me know and I'll do that. Check with others, but Brax audio is weak for me. YouTube and period good. Yes, Chief. What I'm trying to tell you is the audio is from a YouTube embedded thing. So I don't actually do the audio there. I'm only sending it to YouTube. Brax is not sending, the playback is not happening from Brax. Brax sends the video to YouTube, then I'm replaying it from YouTube. The broadcast is only coming from one spot, OBS to Brax. Brax is broadcasting the same feed, okay? Brax is broadcasting the same feed to Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. Same exact feed. And I can tweak that, but at the moment, I'm broadcasting with the same exact feed to everyone. So just an FYI. Now, when you're using it on your local device, your phone device will load its own version of the viewer from the platform. So likely YouTube is cutting down the quality, maybe to get some speed on it on the local device. Maybe I'll figure that out, but it's not me though, it's YouTube. So when you're saying that the audio on Brax is not good, you're actually saying the YouTube audio is not good. So then I have to figure it out. So we will do that. Twitch audio is very good. I can switch to Twitch. The problem with using Twitch for Brax is that the Twitch the Twitch video has an ad. And since I don't have to use an ad since I'm on YouTube, it's not necessary for me to show you an ad. So YouTube is better for you guys. So I can make a choice. At every broadcast I can change. Like one broadcast I can make a Twitch feed or YouTube feed, depending what I'm doing. Depending on the benefit. For example, I do not want to broadcast music stuff on YouTube because YouTube will stop me from getting monetization. Because they're going to say, I'm taking copyrighted content, even though I'm playing the music myself. Suck. Crazy. I'm playing my own music, and then they're saying, oh, copyrighted content. I don't get it. Hey, Lisa. So everyone, again, for those who just came in, yeah, I can increase that. I can increase that ET bot. I can have it HD on YouTube. So again, for those who are newcomers, what's going on right now? We're doing a test. We're doing a test right now. We are broadcasting on 5 platforms. It doesn't make sense. A ton of people do covers on YouTube. I went to YouTube and came back. Yeah, so most of the comments are actually mostly on Brax. I'd say 90% of the comments are on Brax right now. This comment will be edited. What are you doing, Ross? You're testing and cannot display previous message on Brax Me while live. Link only exists after broadcast and cannot display previous message. It shows the last 50 only while broadcasting for speed. When the broadcast ends, you can see everything. uh, yes, you stream through OBS to have multiple outputs. No, Deanna, that is not what I'm doing. That is not what I'm doing, Deanna. That is not what I'm doing. I'm. You cannot stream multiple outputs on OBS. Your computer will die. You cannot have OBS send to Twitch, Periscope, all that. Your computer will die. Okay. So what's happening here is I have my own servers. So I'm broadcasting to Brax. I have a Brax server that's doing the broadcasting. I'm broadcasting to a Brax server. Brax is then rebroadcasting it to No Secret Jab. It's rebroadcasting it to Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. Okay. Chat not updated. Scroll down. So that then EU just upped that to. I'm so confused with all the fast comments here. I'm never. ASCAP or BI should cover performance of copyrighted material. Okay, so you understand how I'm doing this? Joanne, did you hear what I said about how I'm doing this? Safe to dump. No, I can still use Twitch. It depends on what I'm doing. I'm back using the desktop version even after restarting and logging off back. It was not showing up on the live menu. You had to use Livestream Brax to get back in. How do I upload a pic? You click on the three dots at the bottom and there's a button there that says upload photo. So click on the three dot menu there and there's upload photo option. Okay, so for example, I'll demonstrate one right now. I'm going to upload a photo. Here, surveillance camera. Uploading direct from my phone. Okay. So there, I uploaded that by clicking on the three dot menu at the bottom. And chat session not found. What the? Boy, I got a lot to figure out with some of you. I got a lot to figure out with some of you here. Because I can't there's so many different situations that are happening. And plus I have a brand new platform here. That's from the mobile YouTube family. Mobile app. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so if you keep our YouTube family friends advertising, will love you. What? Anyway, so that's from the mobile version after the desktop session died. Okay, we'll have to maybe test it when there's less traffic and then I can understand what you're talking about. It's very hard to comprehend right now. It's like so busy. I'm reading comments from Periscope, reading comments from here, and the comments on Brax are like nonstop, and the thing is like flickering and flashing like crazy, and I can't keep up with it. So yeah, actually Periscope is very quiet. The Brax side, I see a picture. There is no display older comments. It doesn't have that, Joanne, until the broadcast is finished. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It doesn't show the option. The option for displaying older comments only show up after the broadcast is finished. It doesn't let you do that while the broadcast is going on. While the broadcast is going on, you see only 50. And I tweak that depending on the traffic. By Mr. Ra, by open source. Only 39 on Brax at the moment. Okay, so there's 39 people on Brax at the moment. There are 24 on Periscope at the moment. So, yet that doesn't appear while live, correct. So now, app performance better than desktop browser performance. Why? I don't know why. It should be pretty fast on an app, on a desktop. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't appear while live because it would slow it down. So you'd have to suspend. Have a nice day, open source. I'm like, I'm just kind of like doing testing here to make sure that everyone's. I mean, this thing is like flowing like crazy. Look, they even have photos. They have everything in here. So, to some people, it's the first time they've been playing around with Brax, even though they have a Brax account. So, we're going to do a lot more of this, guys. We're going to improve it. Anybody with a complaint, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Give me a chance, though, because it's the holidays. But I think that, Joanne, I want to explain this to you so you understand. Because, let me explain it to you what I built here, because I don't think people are understanding what I actually have here. Okay, what I built here is a social media platform, complete. Brax is an encrypted and protected social media platform, not like Facebook, and it has everything. It has chats, meaning direct messaging, like on Twitter. Thank you, Ross. Looking good. It has blogging, which we call rooms, so you can blog any content you want. You can put photos. There's photo storage, file storage, and live stations. Okay, so that goes on Brax entirely here. Now, the thing that I just added to Brax, that I'm not that is not yet released, and I'll tell you many pieces here. Some are released, some are not. Is the ability to make websites. The ability to make Brax into a private app so that you only see your group and nobody else. You can do that. That's a premium version. You can have a store. You can sell stuff. If you look at my profile, people can look at my guys, click on my profile picture and you will see my store. And you can buy from my store. I sell Tor routers and t-shirts and any number of things. And you can do the store. So all of these are current features. The new feature that's been added that I have not released yet is the ability to restream to YouTube, Twitch, and to Periscope. I've not released that. That's going to be a feature available here too. So for those of you who have a big investment in Periscope and want to protect your platform, wouldn't it be nice to be able to keep doing it on Periscope at the same time you're building your following in a side social media platform so that you can build your following on the side, and then you're protected if any platform collapses. You actually have your followers you can talk to, because you can't really talk to them on Periscope. Most of you have to talk to them someplace else. They have to follow you on Twitter or whatever, which is not a place where you can have private conversation. That is what I'm building here. This is a lot more complex and sophisticated than you think. So now you can monetize. You can establish a following. You can blog. You can have people interact with you on a daily basis and build a truly private group, private community that currently has not been possible in one integrated platform that can leverage against existing platforms like YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Okay, Michael. Which Michael's this? Is this a Michael I know? Silly Willy is here for the squash. Okay. So this. How many did you see there? I can't read that. Siberius. What is the count? That is so tiny. What is the count? I can't read it on my phone. Do you have PayPal embedded in Brax? It's not. My store is direct to your PayPal. So yes. My store, if you set up a store on Brax, it goes directly to your PayPal account. 39. Okay. So you did awesome. Thank you, Richard. Okay. So if you Okay, what is the down arrow down thumb mean, Peter? You got a complaint, Peter? Is there a problem, Peter? Peter gave me a thumbs down on Brax. What? What does that mean? Oh, you were just testing the buttons. We're just testing the button. What does that mean? No context. No context. So I'm confused. So yes. So to some of you, you're thinking that I opened up a huge. The TR Fun guy says I opened up a huge doorway. Again, let me explain what this means. You can establish a social community on Brax, but leveraging your existing social communities elsewhere and creating a captive audience that you can talk to every day on Brax.me with chats, broadcasts, and so on. And you can keep doing the same thing that you've been doing, which is broadcasting in Periscope. You don't have to change any of that. Okay? Tommy gave me a thumbs down too. What the zuck, Tommy? What does that mean? Now I get a thumbs up. I'm so confused. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't... Oh, you're just testing all the buttons. He's a pumpkin eater. So Peter said the thumbs down was a mistake. He's just testing buttons, I think. So I mean, you know, it's just like so many fucking comments in here. Okay, I've actually never tested with this many people pounding comments on Brax, so this is kind of a test. You know, may have to tweak this because there's the interaction is flowing a little bit more than I expected. So didn't mean to give thumbs down. Okay, so thank you, Ross. So if there's any problems, just let me know. We'll figure it out. I've not done this kind of test before, so there's little things that I'm just observing here that I may not have noticed before. Joanne successfully uploaded. Joanne uploaded a pic. My chat is frozen unless I manually refresh. Mary Season, no, but if you have multiple devices, that may be why. If you have many devices on chat, on the same chat, if you have many devices on chat, it doesn't know which chat to refresh. Just an FYI. So that's not necessarily it. You know, I wanted free beer. My gosh, Hobie Sailor, hey! My goodness, I mean, I'm like overrun here. I mean, where all the... There's no comments on Periscope. This is funny. All the comments on Periscope disappeared, and 100% of the comments are now on Brax. All the comments... There's no comments on on Periscope. 100%. 100%. I'm not having that problem, Mary Season, so how do I go live on Brax? You mean how to broadcast? You can broadcast on Brax using OBS. I know, Joanne, that's the whole point. That is the whole point. And by the way, Joanne, on the premium account, if somebody has a premium Brax.me account, you have private channels. When you have a premium account, you have private channels. So you can make sure that only your followers, vetted followers, can see, because we are all over in Brax. When you have a private channel, only your private followers can see your broadcast. So you can do that. So if you want to talk about somebody in Periscope, you want to do gossip, you can do a private gossip. I'm getting hungry, breakfast time. OBS is open broadcasting software, so that's what I'm using to broadcast right now. I'm broadcasting using OBS. Okay, so if you want to talk about somebody, it wouldn't be nice, Go Rise Girl, to know that you don't have to expose your comments to everybody else, including Periscope. You can even talk about me and I wouldn't know. Sparky, you're missing the action, Sparky. Missing the action. So Sparky, the action is going on right here. You can just watch my little screen here move, and all the that's all the comments are occurring here on Brax. They're watching this broadcast right now on Brax Me and on YouTube, on Twitter, Twitch, and Periscope. But at the moment, 99% of the comments are coming in on Brax. 99% of the comments are coming in on Brax from this link here, livestream.brax.me. And no one can see their comments. Do I get a blue check mark? Maybe I should. You give me money into the table and I'll give you a blue check mark. How will we do that? You give me just pass some money under the table and I'll give you a blue check mark. Come from above, from God. So I didn't realize you had anything other than spam. Yeah, so we'll have a premium program. Yes, you can, Ross. You can. People on Periscope right now is wondering what you guys are talking about, and I'm not gonna tell them. People are wondering what the heck are you talking about on Brax Me, and they don't know because the commentary on Brax is like surprisingly heavy. So I had no idea. I had no idea this would work. This is like such an experiment. So this is funny. So yes, Ross, you can talk about whoever you want to talk about. You can even talk about the bots. You can even talk about the bots by name. You can mention them. Check is in the mail. Night Eyes. How about I give you a zucking egg roll? You want to stick the egg roll up my zucking's ass? I thought I had the app, but I just had to go get it. Oh, you did not have the app. You just had the browser. You don't. How much you are going to? You don't. I'm not going to explode. Not yet. But after the holidays are over, I am going to. How many hours did it take you to code this? Which one, Peter? The live streaming, or the restream, or this whole thing? This whole thing is years now. How do you get a premium account? It's in the store. If you go in settings, there is a store there. And then you can upgrade to different levels. Brax.me has currently 3 levels. You get a creator account. It gives you ability to create content. That's $50 a year. You get the next level, which is a social vision account, which gives you the right to make a private app and website and private spaces, private channels, 100 gigabytes of storage, unlimited photos, and your own domain. That's another $50 a month. $50 a year. And if you want to store, that's another $120 a year. So basically, it's $10 a month for the standard everything, and then another $10 a month for a store. You can say 3-letter words on Brax. Michael, 3 letters are okay on Brax. Don't fucking care on Brax. You can type all the 3 letters you want on Brax. It's encrypted. You are welcome. Yes, you can do that, Michael. Oh, yes, on Brax you can type all that. Yes. No restriction on Brax. No one's gonna be scraping that data and sending it to the National Zucking Agency. No, that's all encrypted. So I don't have to worry about that. So you can talk about all you want. This is why Brax is special, guys. There's no limitation. I can say all I want here, and look, nobody's commenting on Periscope anymore. So basically, Periscope is dead. Periscope is dead, and Brax.me is like hopping. Periscope is dead, and Brax.me is hopping here. So this is amazing. Amazing. This is fun. So, woohoo! Type three-letter agencies. Yes, Lucky Quiet here. Yes, Mandel, because you are missing the action. All the action is right here. Yes, all the action is on Brax.me. And I'm not going to tell you some of the stuff they're typing in here. $10 a month without a store. Yes, Ross. I'm here on Scope. Yes, so lonely in Scope when I'm like reading so many comments. I'm here double fisting. My goodness, Go Rice Girl, you're like your terminology is beating my squash. My squash is nothing to your words. Yes, you can. It's okay to talk. Yeah, you can stick egg rolls up my ass anytime you want. In fact, you can specifically say, "Goodbye, Periscope." Hello, Brax. There's Peter. Okay to talk egg rolls here. Yes, you can talk whatever you want. Okay, you can talk whatever you want. Now we are. I don't like Brad. Who's Brad? Who's Brad? Hard work is paying off. Well, so Sparky does not like Brax because got to go back to Periscope to make you feel better. Sparky does not like Brax, but apparently the rest of you do because there's all these people in here. So yes, so Sparky said I don't like to be on Brax because gonna be whatever. And don't worry, stay on Periscope where every word you type on Periscope, somebody's storing. Some company is storing anything that you say on Periscope. So, excellent. Excellent. How do notifications work? You can fine tune notifications to the level of you can do notifications for chats, notifications for live, notifications for rooms. Or you can fine tune it to be by specific chat and by specific room. If you learn how to type, you would like it more. One of your Brax folk just offered you LSD, Zach. Solange, how are you doing, Solange? 43 of us on Brax now. Okay, so there's give yourself a profile pic, Michael. Give yourself a profile pic. So this is so crazy. I'm like Solange. Everybody's on Brax. So we have Solange. There's hardly anyone commenting on Periscope because 99% of the traffic is on Brax. Telling you right now, the comments are all on Brax. So feed the crickets for us. 99% of the comments are on Brax. So all the secret talk is happening here. And they can even talk about three-letter agencies and everything. So my hobby has egg rolls for pontoons. So where do you sail your hobby sailor? Where do you sail your hobby? Do you do it on a lake? Are you like a lake sailor or what kind of waterway? So gotta run both. No, I'm broadcasting here on Brax. I'm broadcasting Solange. I'm explaining to people what I'm doing right now. So you might be interested to know. I'm broadcasting right now on Twitch, on YouTube, well, on Brax, on Periscope, and obviously Twitter. Okay, so I'm on 5 platforms, but actually I'm using OBS to broadcast to only one platform. The only platform I'm broadcasting to is Brax. So I'm broadcasting to Brax. Brax is restreaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. This is a test. This is not a publicly available feature yet. I'm only testing this. I'm the only person using this right now. If this works, then I'm gonna make. I can make it available to everyone. But at the moment, I'm the only one using this. So, So, the if this works, you're going to lose followers to many platforms, bro. Uh, I don't know. I've lost them. They're right here. I didn't lose them. I captured them. You're actually wrong, Sparky. Dang, because of the time difference, it's difficult for me to catch your broadcast. I know, Peter. I mean, understandably. So I may have to broadcast late occasionally for you and overlap Waxman. I broadcast while listening to this and all just from my phone. Yeah. So, goodness, I mean, there's just the comments and Brax are nonstop. So I'm like I'm broadcasting in the private broad. So Richard's broadcasting too. On Brax, you can broadcast in audio and video. Uh, no doubt many places to explore and learn. I got idea and I'm going to be breaking your balls. Whatever. I got idea at our balls. Whatever. Ralph's on West Coast. Replays are always here. Yes, Peter watches replay. Just scope. What's the problem? I feel like I'm here at a story time for you. Thank you, Angel. This is it's kind of crazy because I don't know what was going to happen. I'm not. Can we transfer VIP status? Asking for a friend. Yes, I can make anyone a VIP. Yes, I could make anyone a VIP. Brax has points too, and by the way, you can monetize in Brax. You can give we call tokens. Breakfast. Good morning, Norma. Yeah, Brax accepts tokens, and aside from having a store, we accept tokens. You can give tokens away to anyone. You can hand tokens to any broadcaster. I mean, Brax has everything now. Just everything that you can do in Brax. So I'm here too, an all-on-one device. So this is history making. I didn't know it was history making. There are no trolls here. If I identify a troll and you block one troll, all of his accounts are automatically blocked. FYI. AJ. Not so lonely. AJ's not lonely anymore. AJ was lonely. I'm glad I look. There's not a single comment. Only Sparky is commenting on Periscope. All of the comments are on Brax. This is so funny. Like I'm not even looking at Periscope anymore because there are no comments on Periscope. This is weird. This is weird. I don't know how to handle this. Maybe I have to switch devices. Maybe I put Periscope on the tiny little screen and then put Brax on the big screen. I'm commenting from Periscope. Yeah, and Keith is lonely here because Keith thinks that nothing is happening. So Keith, yes, everyone's on Brax, Keith. So all of the comments are coming from Brax here. See, my username is different. Keith, just to again repeat what I'm doing here, I am doing a 5-platform stream right now using Brax. So I'm broadcasting to Brax.me using a new feature that I haven't released yet. Brax is broadcasting to Twitch, broadcasting to YouTube right now, and broadcasting to Periscope. I'm only watching comments from Periscope and Brax, and unfortunately, 99% of the comments are on Brax. So I'm really just having to hold the Brax comments here because there's not really anything going on Periscope, and it's kind of exciting because everybody here. Everyone, Go Rice Girl, the left Brax. Okay, Go Rice Girl wants to keep you company on Periscope. So anyway, Go Rice Girl, did you hear my explanation about what I'm thinking about what this offering is? You know, it's a way for people to kind of create a whole community for their following in a kind of a different way. Periscope is now officially old school. This leveraging an existing platform of YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, you create another community, and then you're able to combine them all, and then have a way to monetize them, to have a store, to have ongoing content, to have receive tokens, uh, uh, encrypted conversations with people, and so on. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. So, and a private app. You can have a private app. So Brax Me, this is the you accidentally came into Periscope. The bots. Yeah, Keith, before I shut off my broadcast here, just go to Brax briefly here so you see what's going on. Because it's just non-stop here. Yeah, just go take a glance on Brax right now, so you see what's happening. Cause when the holidays, thank you, Mandel. When the holidays are over, we're gonna promote this. I will stay on Periscope. Don't worry, I will be here on Periscope, but I will be using Periscope as in a different way, just like I will use YouTube. Okay, we will use the general platform to capture an audience in a very powerful way. I already did that successfully. I have over 7,000 people from Periscope on Brax. So I got maybe not as many as Go Rice Girl. She has 10,000 on Facebook. So I only have a mere, I don't know, 7,500. So I'm like 2,500 behind Go Rice Girl. I missed the comments. So it is Brax. Yes, the comments are in Brax.